Hello! Welcome back to another studio vlog, and it's been a really long time since I did this. I feel like so much has happened since I last did a studio vlog. I started seeing a PT, which has been something that's been on my goals list for I think the last 2 or 3 years, and I didn't know if I would like it. I kind of thought I might hate it, but I love it. I love it so much. I've been going to the gym almost every day. Yep. Today I purely just want to work out here in my studio and film it and show you guys what I'm working on at the moment, because I've actually started working on a whole new collection. It's another like mini range that will probably only be available down in the store in Fitzroy, and also some of it might be on my website, but I think most of this stuff is going to go down to Melbourne. So what I'm doing today is just some more pattern making and sewing. I've been taking the pattern making into my own hands a bit lately, using various other patterns to use as a template and create my own patterns rather than paying for a bunch of patterns to be made, because while I really value my pattern maker's work, it's expensive, and if I'm only making, you know, like less than 15 pieces of each design, it's a higher cost per piece, if you know what I mean. And also I have old patterns that I have been using with new fabrics or have been slightly modifying so that I can bring them back for this collection too. So I'm getting to a point now that I've done a few collections where I can kind of do that, and I know the pieces that have worked really well, the ones where the fit is really good, and I know the ones where people have kind of commented that the fit wasn't great for certain sizes and things like that. So it's all a learning process, and it's part of how long it takes to start something like this. So I'm slowly getting there. Okay, so as I just showed you guys, I went ahead and made a fabric swatch palette basically, and I use that to reference when I'm working on my designs and I want to choose which fabrics I'm using for which piece. Also, what I like to do on there is I'll probably go back later and add in all the costs per meter of the fabrics and where I got them from. That makes it really easy to reorder fabrics down the track if I want to make more of the same thing, or if somebody requests a custom size or something like that and I'm out of fabric. Also, the other thing I need to make stuff for is a market I'm doing in April. I'm doing burrowing markets, and I haven't done this market yet. It's only on once a year, so burrowing markets should be good. Hopefully I sell some stuff. Anyway, I am now going to do some sewing. So I mentioned burrowing markets because I'm making stuff for Melbourne, but also, you know, if things sell well down in Melbourne, I will make more of that to take to burrowing markets with me. Also, when you do markets, it's a good idea to have lots of different price points, because some people are going to come with only $10 in their pocket and that's all they want to spend for the day. And then some people are happy to come in and buy like a whole outfit or something. But you kind of have to be prepared for all that. Sometimes the little things are what draw people into your store, and then they look at everything else. So because of that, I have been thinking about making things like some scrunchies and some more accessories like bags and things like that, just to have stuff that's like under $50, under $20, things like that, so that, you know, people can still take home a piece of the brand if they're interested, you know, in the story behind it, without having to fork out for, you know, an expensive dress or something like that. So that's another thing that I might work on today, but I think mostly I'm going to be working on these new dresses that I've been sampling. So I like to sample in the fabric I'm going to use, because I feel like it's kind of a waste to make a dress out of calico that just sits on the shelf and you can like reference it as like, that's how I made it. But for me, like, if I'm going to take the time to sew something, it might as well be something that someone can wear. And even if I end up selling the sample for a discounted price, because it might be slightly different to the ones that go into production, that's okay with me, or even I can keep it for myself. So I'm going to work on this dress today, and we'll see what we get done before I have to go to my other job this afternoon. I'm not even kidding, my camera just broke. It's not working. I have already spoken to Canon tech support, and it sounds like it's going to be fixed for free because it's less than 2 years old. And on top of that, the error I'm having, I'm pretty sure, is something that Canon's already said, like, we know this is a problem, we'll fix it for free. But oh my gosh, of course. So I'm going to open that up. It's nothing that interesting, it's just some threads and zippers. I think that's all I ordered. Okay, we are on hands-free phone recording mode. Alright, let's see. This is the package I got. I'm just checking I'm not showing things I shouldn't show. I got one of these earlier last week too, because I think these guys are based down in Victoria, in Melbourne, I think. But I generally always, if I order the day before, you know, early enough, before 2 generally, I get my package the next day, the next business day. So they are a really reliable place to go if I need anything last minute. And because, like the other day, I was sewing a dress with this fabric and I realized I had no threads that matched it, like even close. Like, it's sometimes like I had this thread which like this matched, but I didn't have any overlocker thread to use that would match. I only had like a dark brown and then like this color, which you can see if that was used for that, it just would look really weird. So I desperately needed some matching thread, and you know, sometimes it's hard because you're choosing from photos online. It's hard to know whether it's actually going to match or not. So let's see. I chose a color called Rust, I think, and I get these big overlocker threads. Oh, it looks pretty close actually. Because I need 3 of these for my overlocker, and then I need another one that isn't attached to the overlocker that can go on this and then to my sewing machine. So that way I know that all the threads are exactly the same. They come in massive spools. I think it's like 5,000 meters. Yeah, 5,000 meters. Whereas like a spool like this is usually like 100 meters, and these from Spotlight are like $3 or $4. These were less than $4, so it's, you know, so much more thread for even less cost. I think if you don't have an ABN, they're like $7 or something, but even still, that's much more value for money. So even if I have to get 4, it's worth it. Let's have a look if this matches. It's a little bit lighter, but you can see that it's a much closer match than anything else I've got. And honestly, there weren't really any other colors close that I could have chosen online. They do have a pretty good color selection, but it's you know, there's maybe like I want to say like 30 colors or something. I'll show you some of the other colors I've gotten from there actually. So these are probably the most recent ones I got. I got these burgundy ones to do the linen I was doing, and the same with the mustard. I got them a while back now, and then I just got these the other day in the package I got last week, obviously to match this color palette, so that I can just finish everything nice and professionally and all the colors match. Alright, what else is in here? So I got 4 of those. I got some zips. These are about $1.17 or something like that. Actually, I have my invoice. I should just tell you what it says. Yeah, so the threads, they don't include the tax on this sheet, but before tax, $3.50 for the threads. So, you know, like $3.80 or something. The zips are $1.14 before tax for this length. They have all sorts of different lengths, but then they've only got a wide range of colors in certain sizes. So if you go on their website and they don't have, like, they only have black, white and beige in, like, say an 18 centimeter zip, try going up to the 20 centimeter. You can always cut it, make it shorter. There's way more colors. I'm pretty sure the 20 centimeter one is one that has a lot of colors, because that's what I got. And those ones, yeah, are $1.14 before tax. I just got some of this color, mainly to go with these colored fabrics, and then white ones, which are to sew into the dress that I'm making out of this stripe fabric. And then I just got some buttons. Oh, they're really cute. I didn't know exactly how they were going to look, because sometimes when you're looking at buttons online on a white background and they're like, you can't really tell if they're clear or if they're white or if they're milky. But I think these on fabric, they're really cute. So I've got some to go on shirts that are like made from that fabric. So they are kind of milky. You can't like 100% see through them, but you can see through them enough that they'll kind of pick up the color that they're on. Yeah, those are cute. All right, and then like, so I got 100 of these for $3. $3.30 once tax is included. I was in a rush to get some of these the other day. Like, I had already put through my order and I didn't want to pay the shipping just for these, because shipping's like $14 because it is express. It comes with Star Trek. So I got these. They're actually like almost identical. And this little packet of 8 cost, I think, $3 or $4. They're almost exactly the same, except these ones are actually a bit wider. I actually thought I got, yeah, I think I got 10 millimeter ones. Yeah, so these are 10 millimeter ones. These ones are 11 millimeters. Other than that, they're pretty much the exact same button. And I got 100 of these for less than I got 8 of these for. So when you're working out the costs of your garments, you know, like when I'm using these buttons, it costs me like whatever half this was, say like just under $2 per shirt if I'm putting 2 buttons on the cuff. Whereas these ones were 3 cents each. So, oh my gosh, there's a massive wasp. Get out, please. Oh, I don't even know if he's like, if he'll hurt me or not, but I hate wasps. The joys of working in your garage. Oh, they just give me anxiety. Yeah, so 3, 6, 9, 12, 12 cents per garment rather than $2 per garment. Alright, that's all I got. I will show you the website for this. So yeah, this is the brand I'm talking about, MRECT. And then, yeah, I think that says they're in Collingwood, which is in Melbourne. Yeah, so if you want to buy sewing supplies for decent cost, I recommend them, especially if you're buying in bulk, because obviously if you're just like sewing one thing and you need a color, like you don't need the cones, but they do, I think they also have the little spools as well. They're just not as cost effective if you are making lots of something in one color. So MRECT, great for zips, buttons, also steamers and stuff like that. Anyway, I think that's all I'm going to film for today. I have to go to work in like 20 minutes, and unfortunately I've spent about an hour trying to fix my camera or being on the phone to Canon, but that's okay. I got my studio tidy. I'm going to do some more sewing before I have to go to work, and I might try and talk to you guys again tomorrow if I can do that on my phone, hopefully. Alright, bye for now. Hello, welcome back to my poorly lit studio. I just thought I would come on again today because it's been about a week since I think I filmed anything, and I haven't ended the vlog or anything yet, but I just wanted to show you what I'm working on today. So I am making a pattern to make a frill on the edge of a wrap dress, and it's a bit of a process, so I thought I would show you. Just an update, I finally got some stock down to Melbourne this week, so I'll insert a little picture of that here. And I sent off my camera as well, and they actually received it the next day, even though I didn't send it express. You guys ever get that? Like, I've sent so many parcels down to Melbourne express and they haven't gotten there the next day, and like they're supposed to. So I've actually gotten like money back and things like that because they have a guarantee, and if it doesn't get there the next day, then, and it's like in their network, there's like a few rules it has to like come under, but yeah, I've gotten a lot of replacement parcels or money back because of that. So I would recommend doing that and checking your parcels that they're getting there the next day if you're paying for it, because otherwise you can get your money back. Yeah, but I sent this like in a box just with registered post, not express, and it got there like 15 hours later, which was really cool, but it was only going to Sydney, so that's probably why. Anyway, I'm going to flip the camera around now and show you what I'm working on. So this is a swirl, and this is the part that I'm going to cut out. So basically I made this on Illustrator. I figured out you can set things up to print like this so that you can just tape A4 sheets together. I didn't actually know there was a really easy way to do that from Illustrator. So, and then I just kind of made it big because I didn't know how much length I would need on this, but I have since measured, and I'm going to start here with the flat edge, and then it's going to go all the way around to here with a tapered edge like this, and I've just freehand drawn that curve there. And what I'm going to do now, I am going to trace this part on my roll of, I've got paper that's like really wide like this, and I'll show you what I'm going to do next. Alright, so I've just traced this out onto another piece of paper now, and I'm going to cut it out, and then I'll show you what the piece looks like once we turn it into a frill. So this is it all pinned and drawn out, and I'm just going to cut around the outside first, and then I'm going to cut along this spiral in the middle, and this piece here, that's going to be waist fabric. So I'm going to do that now. So basically what I have now is my frill. I'm just going to unpin it and show you how it drapes. Now this is going to be my frill, and that'll sit along the edge of the dress like that, and it looks really cute and I'm really happy with that. And then I've just tapered it at the bottom so that where it meets back up with the edge of the skirt, it's just going to kind of fade to nothing. Cool, I'm going to make the rest of this dress now. I think I will end the vlog here. I will show you the dress if I get it finished, but otherwise I will see you in the next one. Hopefully I have my camera back by then, and I hope you have a lovely week. Bye!